Welcome back to another episode of the Road to 2200. Looks like I'm 1965. My opponent is 1819, and we may be going into a mainline Sicilian here. Wow. Oh my goodness. Are we going to see the Najdorf? We are. It's kind of a miracle. Okay, so let's go on the Bishop G5 route. I don't know this one super well. I do know this. I don't play the super sharp poison pawn variation. Okay. Let's slow down a bit as we get into it. Is that the normal move? Doesn't feel like it, but that's okay. We're going to have to play by sort of ideas rather than theory. So I definitely want to go here. I know that to be the case. I also know there's some dangers in playing playing b5 too early with some sacks here. So I need to be careful about that. I know what I want to do is something like knight here, be able to play b5, maybe end up sacking on this square depending on how that works out. I'm trying to decide if I want to, like, what the order is. Is there a reason not to castle quickly? I think I want to go here. And then maybe here. And then maybe it's here. Okay, so if I go here, what is my opponent doing? I think their plan is probably like get the bishop out. I don't remember where they put it, and just start pushing the pawns. Let's bring the knight out. This is a very reasonable idea. Although if they put the bishop here, I think I need to castle immediately if they do that. Because then this pawn becomes a little bit tender. Yeah, I'm not. That's funny. I spent some time, of course, looking at this line because you would be a fool not to. But I haven't seen this line once since I started looking at the Najdorf. So I don't remember at all what's happening. I will say this looks weak to this idea. If I go here first and they sack, takes, I don't see how this is that big of a problem. I think this would work. I go here. Then I would go here. This knight doesn't have a lot of great squares to go to. Maybe it's going here. I think I'm going to castle. They haven't pushed any pawns yet, so it feels like this attack they have is a rather slow one. Okay, now the pawns start coming. Boy, that e4 pawn just looks so vulnerable to me. Very tempted to play knight c5 and just hit that pawn a second time and see what they do. I think they would just push it though now. I think now I waited too long to do that, where they can just push it. I push. I mean, I take, they take, and now my knight has to move. I'm not sure I want to do that. So it feels like now it is indeed time to strike back and play b5 and start my own attack. And then now maybe I'm playing bishop e7, rook c7, or rook c8. I'm not entirely sure where the rest of the pieces are going. This is not an attack I'm well practiced in. I have to turn on the fan. This is a great reminder, though, that I really don't know anything about this particular line, and if I'm going to play the Najdorf, I need to. Okay. So I'm going to go here to pressure this pawn. I'll play rook c8. So if I go here, and let's say they push this pawn, I think I would be fine taking, going here. If they take, I take, I take, I take. That all looks fine. Yeah, I think that would work for me. And it develops the piece. And this looks pretty menacing also, right? It makes it a little bit harder to push this pawn, which they clearly want to push. It potentially makes this sack better, with this pawn then hanging at the end. Right now it's being attacked. So I won't be shocked if they push, but I think it minimizes their attack rather than maximizes it. Like I said, I think it would be takes here. Okay, so they just back it up, which seems like a very reasonable idea. I can go here and attack again, which seems pretty promising. I guess the problem is if they play e5 and I put my knight on d5. Okay. If they play e5 now, I think I would just take. And then if they take, I get their queen. That should win. If I take here and they kick him away, I take, but then they attack again and this is pinned. Maybe then I just push this pawn and back him up that way. And I think that would work fine. So I'm going to go here. My preference, I think, will be to take with the bishop so I don't get stuck in... Oh, there's also this issue. So this is not being attacked as many times as I think it is. Yeah. That seems like a very reasonable approach. And it's not that great for me, actually. I didn't really think about that. That if I go here and they take and I take and I take, I'm left with not just doubled pawns, but kind of cruddy doubled pawns. But I think I can take here first, right? No. Oh, this is not hanging. Okay, good. Also, this is hanging. So there's a lot happening here I wasn't taking seriously enough. So let's just wind all the way back. So the gut reaction is I'm being attacked to move, but that is not always the best reaction, right? Also, there's this. With this fork, this is blocking it and that's blocking it. So that's quite a ways away. But I'm pretty tempted to take here. If they take, I take. I'm up in exchange. I'm up a rook. They take. Oh, I can't take back there. So that would not work very well. So it'd be like takes. Here. And that doesn't work, right? So it would be I'm up a piece, they're up a piece, I'm up a pawn, and now they're up a whole piece. And then when I take there, that doesn't work. So that doesn't actually work, taking there. I don't have to panic too much because my knight is backing that up, so it's not the end of the world. I'm kind of looking at attacking the queen here. Let's say they save the queen by going here. Now I could go here. And this looks like very strong. Because at the end of the line we have that. So I'm going to do this. What was I doing? Here? Yeah, and then the nice thing is if they move the queen, I take this knight and wreck their pawn structure. If I go here and let's say, oh, they can't go there. I go here. Yeah, okay, I guess they could go there. And kind of keep everything together. And they wouldn't wreck their pawn structure when I take. But then I would take... No, I think then I would take here first. And wreck their pawn structure. So we're going to go here. I think this works. But this is the thing with the Najdorf. It's very sharp. There's a lot of calculations. In a rapid game, when you don't know the positions, it's kind of hard. But I took my time there, and hopefully it'll pay off. It feels quite forcing in that I can really mangle their pawns. In a lot of different ways. Because I also have this play now, too. So I have this play. Takes... I guess what I didn't calculate was takes there first. then go here. And this would still work really well. Yeah, I think this works fine still. If they just take and I take back, this is still hanging. Wait, sorry, what would be take here. Now I have nothing hanging. They have lots of things in trouble. Nothing hanging. In fact, bishop takes g5 is probably bad. Because they take... This is assuming I don't have this knight here. And then because that's hitting it, like this doesn't look like a bad pawn structure to me if you want to throw them down in my face. So maybe that's not the way. And then taking the bishop on f3 is a very interesting thing where it's like, is that good or not? Because now they can attack the king easier. So I don't know. I'm a little bit torn as to how exactly I'm supposed to handle this, actually. The deeper I look at this, the more I'm like, not sure I fully know what is right here. This is one of these positions that would be very fun to have in a classical game where you just have, maybe 45 minutes for this and the next 5 moves to kind of work everything out. And then hopefully after that, the game has reached a place where it doesn't take as long. I guess I should be calculating more instead of resting my brain here. What are they going to do? I think we figured out what we'll do if they move the queen. I'm just taking. And I think I feel pretty good about that. But what if they take here? That I guess is the more testing question. If they take here, and I take with the knight, I'm hitting the queen. And then let's say the queen hits the knight again. I can come back. I don't love that, but it's a possibility. I could also go here. I guess this doesn't work though, right? Because they... Okay, that's another way to do it, right? Is take there first. And I think if you take there first, I probably have to take with the queen. But we should at least look at this idea. If we were to take there, we lost a piece. We're currently down a piece. We would be down a piece here, and then we would end up down a piece in that line. So I think we need to take here first. And then if here, we still have all of our options. I think they're going to take here. That's my guess. And the nice thing is now we have 2 defenders of this piece, so if they take here, maybe I can take with the knight, winning the tempo on the queen. I don't know if that does anything. Seems like we'll kind of be in the same spot as before. I guess there's a question of can they win this pawn? Okay. So that's what I thought they would do. If I... Oh, okay. I was missing that idea. That's kind of neat. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm starting to wonder if I'm in trouble. And the reason is because after all of this, both of these moves are sort of on the table. So let's say I take this way. And they almost certainly take here. Or do they... No, they don't need to do anything. They don't need to take. They can just let that sit there. And if they do that, then they can take here. I go here. Now they could do some sort of discovery. They don't really have anything great. If I take here, this guy's hit, right? So I go there. He goes there. Or anywhere to attack the rook, the knight. Ooh. Do I have this? Or does he go take... Yeah, I do have that. That's kind of interesting. Okay. I think this is the way I want to take. I'm gaining the tempo. I can always go back. If he goes here and tries to attack the knight, I think I do like this idea. Their attack seems over. I don't know about over, actually. Maybe that's an overstatement. Certainly not brewing like it once might have been. Now I'm the one who has this half open file on the C file on their king. Yeah, and actually playing d5 maybe brings my queen alive a little bit more too. Some ideas I have though are here, here. Okay, that's a little worrisome. I was kind of hoping not to have to deal with that. I'm actually wondering if this is the right way to handle this. The reason being is that now I have this move at the end. So like, let's say I go here, they get cute and decide to take here because why? Because this is being hit a bunch of times, but then I would just take. So they can't do that. Let's say they move somewhere. This is being hit a bunch of times. I get to go here. So I think this is... Wait. The queen is hanging. Let's double check this. We take their queen. They take our queen. We lose. Okay. I think I like this idea. One last time. If I go here and they go here. I still think I can go here first. And then take there. So this looks like it works. Through calculation. Not through gut. Through calculation. I'm trying to be much better about calculating. I guess I didn't think about this move. If I go here, though, I'm now hitting it twice. Oh, this is a very strong move, actually. That might win. This is being hit twice. So if I go here, they take... I take... Yeah, I think this wins. Oh, no. Maybe not. Maybe if they go here, I can just take... Okay. Okay, now I think I can take here. There's no cute moves to make. Yeah, I'm going to go here. And this knight is going... Oh, I guess there's a kind of an issue. I thought this knight was going here, and then I was kind of in business. They can try to kick the knight. But I guess if they do have this idea and this, and maybe the knight stands there. Okay, I think I'm going to go here and here. The idea is queen moves. We'll have to see where the queen can move. But then the rook goes here. We're starting to pin this guy. And this would be hanging if this rook moved. Okay, so if I go there... Also, here is a little interesting because of that fork, but they can easily prevent that. Problem with this is it does block the C file, but it might let me do some cool sack like that. Okay, we're going to go here. Real quick, queen moves. Queen moves. Okay. What if the queen goes here? That's fine. And then here, I can always jump back to here if I have to. Okay, let's do it. Let's try this. Queen's under fire. I also have a cute idea of going here and here. So I want to try that. But I think the next plan will be to go here. And let's say they go here. I take... They take, I would take, be in business there. Also have ideas of rook here, queen coming into here, attacking this pawn, attacking this pawn, attacking the knight. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm able to start infiltrating now, maybe. That queen move doesn't seem that strong to me. I'm a bit tempted to go here and just pin the knight. I think I like the idea. I guess there's kind of an issue here of like here, 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 and now maybe that's getting... no. I think we need the rooks in the game here. Alright, we're going here. We're going here. We're going after the king. Maybe this is a good idea, actually. I'm not sure. I do like the queen going here. That seems quite nice. Oh, this is bad. It's backed up twice. Never mind. That is not a good plan. Not yet. Ideas. Another idea is go here, here. Okay, so they're kind of slowly bringing everything in. So I feel like I need to either figure out how to slow that down, which I don't really know how to do, or just bring my own attack fast. So if I go here and I get to take, I'm going to win. That would be mate. If I get to go here and they push, and then I go here and they push again, then what? The king is very vulnerable at that point. Everything seems like it's kind of holding together. What about here, here? Or even here, here. Okay, so let's say I go here, rook here. And then oh no, then this would hang. So it'd have to be here, rook here. And that looks not great for me. I think I would rather do this first. Let's, get that going first, and then we can make that queen move. This game has certainly been a lot sharper than a Carol. I'll tell you that. Oh my. Alrighty, so let's check in the time. Looks like we've got 22 minutes. Okay. I don't really know how to handle these pawn storms, if I'm being perfectly honest here. If he goes here and here, can't I just push? And if he goes here and here, here and push, so like it just feels like I can get the padlock situation. I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience in these positions. Is the problem. Okay, so now it's kind of the moment of truth. What are we doing? Queen here, rook here. I don't know. I don't think that works. I think the queen just has to retreat. Knight takes nothing. Push by. Then here. Then there. I don't know. Here. Problem is that knight is very annoying. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to say. If I put my queen here and they bring the rook over, they're actually removing the rook from the attack. And that's pretty good for me. Then maybe I just relocate the queen to, I guess not to there, to some other square. That's not entirely clear where. It might just be all the way back. And just say, I think your rook is in a worse spot. I think that's... And then if they don't do that, then I have moves. I'm probably going to force a trade of queens. I feel like my rooks are really well positioned for that. I do need to keep in mind that there are these mate threats here. If they could somehow engineer that. At some point it might be nice to play h6 actually. If the queens come off especially. But if they play here, then it's kind of trouble. Why was I thinking they couldn't bring the other... Oh, they can't bring the other rook over because I would just take the knight. Then I'm in good shape. Okay. That's, it feels like it's an only... I guess it's not only move territory. They could just move the queen somewhere. But not a lot of places. It's really like queen g1. So it kind of feels like only move territory. So if it is only move territory, are we really just moving the queen back? Maybe. Let's see, is there some other cute, clever thing? There is a clever idea. That doesn't work at all. I was thinking if we went here, they'd go here and we could look at discoveries, but they don't have to do that. They just take with a knight and be like, okay, cool. Game's over. Well done. Okay, well, they're taking a while to play what I really think is the only move. And maybe they don't want to do this, right? Because then they're like, no, I need these rooks here. The whole point is this rook's coming over. And then, man, we're really crushing you. And that's true. Ooh. Okay. I think I might be okay now. Okay, so I go here, here, here. Pressure the knight. Probably with this rook. Then I can go here even. Hitting this one, yeah. So I think this is good. I'm not claiming this wins, but I think this is good for me. Okay. Mainly because I get to hit these rooks. And you can't really leave this rook or this guy because then I take... Whoa. I wasn't expecting that. So now I have real choices. I could actually take this pawn here. I don't think I want to. I think I just want to push by and say I think I'm looking better than you. This knight is no longer pinned. That's important to note, but I don't think that matters. Okay, so the question is, am I being foolish for not just taking this pawn? Take the pawn, they take, I take. They double here. I go here. I'm on the pawn twice. Yeah, I think I can do this. Wait, one last thing. I go here, they take, I go here, there, and I lose. So if I take here and they take, I don't think I could take back, which I don't really like. So I instead... Oh, no, wait, this is fine. I go here, they take, I can go here, they go there, I go here, doesn't work. Okay, I'm going to push. If I had more time, I would really try to figure out if I could take either of those pawns. And I think there's a chance I was able to, I just couldn't work it out. There's also this really interesting idea after they go here, which I think they will. Wait, why do I think they're going to go there? Oh, yeah, to save this pawn. What about takes? Oh, this is actually checkmate, I think. Checkmate against me. Here, here, and then I would have to come back to stop the mate. And I don't think that's worth sacking that amount of material. I do like to sack an exchange here and there. I don't know what it is about me. Kind of enjoy it. I've read too many strategy books where people sack the exchange. Can I just go here? Does that not work? Knight moves. I take. King takes. I was thinking this pawn would be weak, but maybe not. This pawn would be weak. So where is this guy going? Not here, not here. Here or here or here. Those all look pretty good to me. Okay, wait. I'd still have to worry about back row mates. So if I go here and he moves, then I'm just taking there. And he's taking there. I'm going there and he's going there. Oh. Okay, I think this works. What was I doing here? Whoa, 1 minute 43. I'm trying to calculate deeper, and I am. But at the same time, it's causing me some issues. Maybe this doesn't work. What I'm looking at is if knight moves, say here, I take here. This looks interesting for my opponent. Maybe not. Maybe I get to go here, check, and then I'm good. I'm up a pawn. Boy, I have a really bad headache. Maybe not the smartest thing to do is this. Okay. Takes. Knight takes. Okay, we're going to do this. Almost out of time. This looks reasonable to me. Ooh. I think I was thinking the knight had a different escape square than it has. Yes, I was. So maybe this doesn't work super great. Knight here, rook here. Oh, for some reason I was thinking the knight was going there. It's not. Knight, rook there. Knight here, rook here, threatening mate. I would lose. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe, yeah, shit. Okay, this thing here, here. Here, here, check, here. Does not work. I guess I'm gonna go here. Try to play it safe. The other way might have worked, but my headache is not great, causing me a lack of brain power. And then also I have like no time left. Okay. So this is what I was thinking was happening. I thought I could handle it better than I can. So takes. I can't even do that actually. So this works out pretty badly. I am going to go here. That might have been ridiculous. Like maybe they just go here. And then here. I'm not sure. Well, the problem is when they go here and I go here and then I have an isolated pawn in the endgame. Things have really not gone well. They felt like they were going really well. I used too much time earlier, and now I'm just kind of in a time trouble spot with a headache, and like that's pretty tough. Yeah, I think that was the move. Oh man, I'm gonna go here actually. If I do that, he can go here. Oh lordy, 7 seconds. Okay, all right. Now we're playing a blitz game. Gotta put that in my head now. I'm just playing blitz. Okay. Let's play blitz. And my opponent gets to take a crazy long time for this blitz game. But I'm just going here looking for tricks. Like I can do some sort of discovery. I don't know what it'll do for me. I'll go here. Oh cool, I'm getting a little time back also. Kind of forgot about the increment. That'll be nice. Okay. So that's hanging. I can go here though. And that is a trade I think I'm okay with. Maybe not actually. Yeah, it's probably not a good trade for me. Because I think these can go run over, scoop those up and win. Ooh, but I do get to grab this right away. So we'll see. I go here, he goes here. Okay, I can think a little bit here. here. Yeah, I think it takes him one extra tempo. Maybe it's not. I go here, here. Here's the square I want to cover. Here. Here, 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 I guess is what I gotta do. Here. Here. Oh, he's taking that. Got it. Okay, my bad. Now I understand. Now I understand what's happening. I'm pretty dead. I'm gonna go here. My big goal is to sack this knight for a couple pawns and hope I can hold things together that way. And then use these pawns to distract and get a draw. That's the goal. The goal here is a draw. Plain and simple draw. Okay, let's try to distract him a bit. Okay. Go here. If I can get to this square, I think I pick up one of these. So it's like here, check, here. If he goes here, here. If he goes here, then maybe I can just run. Make him sack the piece. Okay. I think this works out okay. Interesting decision. I'm going to go here. I guess he can go here. That might be really hard for me to deal with. Well, then maybe I can go here, here, here. And maybe I'm really putting some pressure on. Ah, okay. I kind of wanted to go here anyway. No, I think I'm going to go here. And then if here, here. Ooh, there. Maybe things are getting worse than I thought. Oh, he saved them all. That's horrible. Okay, let's go here. And if he goes up here to get them, I think I can go here. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm really losing track of this. Go here. Check. He goes there. Check here, here, here. And then he'd mate. Then he'd queens. Wow. Okay. I think I need to go here. And then if here, here. Ugh. I don't know. I think I'm going to end up sacking this piece too early is what's going to happen. I think I'm going to go here, here, here. And then it's going to be Zugzwang. I still think I can hold this draw. Oh, that's interesting. What if I take here? And he pushes. I don't think that works. Takes. Yep, that doesn't work. Oh, man. I think I'm lost. I think this pawn just wins now. Well, I can go here. So here. Here. I'm stuck. Here. Here, I don't get back. Oh, no, I do. No, I go here. Wait, he goes here, I go here, and then he goes here, and I lose. Man, I really bungled this. I don't even know. I'm gonna go here. I think I blew it. I think I could have drawn this, and I'm pretty darn sure I blew it. Oh yeah, I've definitely blown it. He just goes here, here, and wins. So yeah, there's nothing to be done now. I can get this check, which can allow me to come in here. But if he goes here immediately, I'm lost. Moves here. There's game. That's too bad. That is a real shame. Well, let's see if something ridiculous can come of this. No. There. Shoot. That's really unfortunate. Yep. Should be quickly game. I'm just making ridiculous moves because why not? I think just going here should be fine. I can't go here because then they take. I don't even know what I can do. That's the problem. This is mate. So we'll go here. And if they don't mate us, then we have nothing. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. We lost. That's frustrating. They could even take that pawn. I think they could have taken this pawn with a queen and still won, which is funny. All right, well, let's see what happened here. Okay, so we went into very mainline Najdorf. I do not play the poison pawn variation. Yeah, okay, I didn't think that was normal. The most normal move is f4. Against f4, oh yeah. The main move, or the number one move historically, has been the poison pawn. I don't play that. I would just play here. Then they come in behind, continue the attack. Here, I would have either played here or here. I think I probably would have played here, but it looks like the right move is to go here. I'm just doing this so I can sort of cement it in my mind a little bit. Then the knight goes here. Then they play g4. Then I play b5, and we're doing a bit of a race. Let's say they play a3, which looks right. Oh, right. That's right. Rook b8 is the move. Okay. So let's go back to the game now that we've got a little bit more theory packed away for next time. These are all fine moves. They're moving weird. Okay. So castling takes us out of book officially. Though the engine says it's fine. But the book move is to play queen c7, which makes sense to kind of like keep them guessing a little. Why let them just immediately respond with a pawn storm? And this is losing. Right now, I'm lost. Okay. And the reason is because I let this move. And I would assume I would go here. Oh, I wouldn't go there. They would take. Right. So, geez, this is what a mess, right? I'd have to go like this, this, this. And I just lost a bunch of tempo in a really sharp position. So, clearly that was the wrong move. So this is why queen c7 is needed b4, b5. Good thing for me to put away. We're covering that square. Pretty obvious. So all we did is sort of transpose a bit, and now the engine says that I'm doing well. Okay. So rook b8 was still not the right move, but I think mainly because of this. Like, let's say I go here, and then they go here. Yeah, rook b8 is maybe not the number one move, but it's definitely a good move. And the reason is then it's helping you push that pawn push. Okay. So, that's not it. I developed bishop. Brought the knight out to here. And already now the engine's like, no, you've kind of gone astray. It wants me to play here, or here, or here. Basically, get the heavy pieces a little bit more involved. Putting the knight there a second time wasn't great. And then engine says it's fine to do this order, but to do this order is not okay. Oh, but that's worse. So they should play knight takes e4. This is what I thought they would play. I was planning to take with the bishop. Then they could take here, here, And then taking there is not the answer. What they want to do is say b4. Taking away the defender of the piece. And then if I take... Right, they can take first here, lure the queen to this spot. Then they can take here if they want a more even game. They can go here, attacking the queen, and then going here and having an attack. Wait, I'm down a piece? Huh? What? But I'm only down one? What is even happening? I'm down a piece for a pawn. I don't even know how that happened. Okay. Takes. Wait. Oh, they go up a piece. I get a piece back. They go up a piece. I get a piece back. They go up a piece. I get a piece back. Go here. Oh, this is the game. Sorry, never mind. Whatever. Let's just go to the game. We're going to spend all day analyzing that. Interesting stuff, though. So what did happen is they took right away. And then they took with the knight. I took with the knight. They took with the pawn. I was able to take back with the knight. And now it's even. And that's kind of how I felt. I felt it was an even game that had a slight edge, maybe. But I wasn't really sure what to do other than put these two rooks here. And then now I was like, I don't really know what to do. Like, b4 seems okay, but why don't they just push? Engine says if they push, they immediately lose the game. The game's over. Because of b3, which I thought, okay, then they'll just push again. And the engine says we would play rook d5. And then let's say they continue with their attack. And they move out of the way. And then we get to go over here. And this pawn is loose. And we're going to come in from the side. So that I didn't recognize. I saw all the way to here, and I said, well, like, how do I get in? I can't get in. Like, there's no way in. So I guess this doesn't work. But there is a way in. Boop. Okay. So I missed that. So... Wait, I thought it was lost. No. Okay. So instead I went here, which was my big idea. I thought this was an only move. The engine agrees, and then I would go back. And then what I've done is said, I believe your rook's misplaced, and the engine says you're right. Now it's even. So, well done. They didn't do that, and now I'm winning. Now I'm winning by a large amount. With one move. Knight e3. Oh, what a move, right? Knight e3. They're only guarding this once now. The rook is under fire. If they go here, we just take this way. Wait, can we? Or we have to take this way? Yeah, we have to take this way. And then if they were to take here, then we just win this pawn, I guess. Oh, this is hanging. Oh my goodness. Or the engine actually likes going here first. Seems very weird. What? Oh, I guess this comes with check. Huh? There's... Oh, this comes with check. Oh, right. And then they have to give up this for this. Okay. Wow. I mean, it got incredibly complicated. Right here was the moment. Right here. My opponent makes a big mistake. I go into a very drawish line where I thought I was winning, actually. Okay, I played the coward's way out here. So remember, we had some choices. I was very tempted to take here. I was kind of low on time, and I didn't take it because I thought they would go here. And then if I take here, then they go here. And do I lose? I mean, okay, I thought I would go here. They can't go there. And I'm just winning. Oh, no, they're winning by a lot here because of this. So I can't do that. But what I could do is this is hanging. And I don't think I saw that if they did that, that would be hanging. But I suppose they could go the other way. They could go this way, pin. Now everything's holding. But then I can play h5, hold on to this pawn and the knight, and then I'm winning. So I was tempted to do that, but it just felt risky. And then this as well, the engine says is fine, that I'm winning. I thought, again, that felt risky because they're going to go here. Engine says I should play rook c4 and attack this again. What if I even just go here? And they go here. All right, and then I can't take the here, but I could go here. Or f5. I've moved. I'm not in danger of being forked. So, bottom line, this is a very rich position that I missed. I missed out on my chance here, and now we're just drawn. And I thought I was better here because I thought I had this. But then I realized that this looks very bad for me. In fact, it is. It is losing. So I'm glad I dodged that. I just kind of came back and said, let's just have a more drawish position. Apparently the engine likes this, which I thought was bad because of this stuff. Engine likes here. I guess here would be right. Then h takes g6. This is going to drop, and it's actually, I'm ahead. Okay, I didn't do that. I went here. Kick my rook back. And the engine says it's still a draw. Oh, right, but now I'm down to 30 seconds. I forgot about that. So now we're just playing on gut reactions rather than actual thinking. It's like this is hanging. I thought we could make this trade, and then I realized, like, oh, this trade kind of feels like it's losing. And it's not. It's actually equal, but it feels a really hard equal. Oh, I think I did it wrong. Let's see. Okay. Nope. This is fine. Ah, that move is wrong. So, we're even, but the only way it's even, I need the one more tempo of bringing my guy over faster. Just kind of miraculous that, like, this one tempo is enough. I don't know that I would have played it perfectly and made it enough, but that now the king's over fast enough. Whereas if I go here first, now the king can't get over fast enough. They take everything, and now this is kind of what I had predicted would happen. But now it's supposedly equal. I can go here, check. Let's say he keeps coming over here. Oh yeah, now that hangs. Wow, I had a chance to pick up this pawn. Oh yeah, that's a huge. Yeah, that's a that's a huge blunder, right? That I can see would be easily back in it, and I had enough time there. So and now I'm just lost. My two are not enough for their three. I was looking at the engine to see if the engine's. Oh, yep, equals. Equals, huh? Okay, equals. 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 Dead. And again, I had a chance. Look at this. This is just horrible. This is embarrassing. Oh my goodness. Twice I missed real chances to get this thing back. That's really bad. And then I'm just here and getting these two pawns. And they're getting my pawns, and then it's a draw. But I didn't do that. I just went there for some reason, and then like my knight's stuck, and then everything was done, and then I lose. Wait, so that was like one move before I lost, because here I knew I was dead, right here. So all I had to do was not move that way and just go the other way. Okay, so a couple takeaways. One is, I mean, if I'm going to play something super sharp like the Najdorf, I probably need a little bit more knowledge in one of these lines. It's very hard to get it because no one will play into the open Sicilian. So it's hard to play the Najdorf. I don't get that many reps with it. But I need more reps with the bishop g5 line. I made some pretty critical mistakes. And then beyond openings, like this was a really bad play. Like, just missing that I needed to, like, whether or not I remembered opening theory of, like, the queen should go here first. I set all my pieces on the right squares, but the ordering was wrong, like, terribly wrong, for concrete reasons, not for theoretical reasons. Like, this is just, that's a real problem. So hopefully I'll remember that now since I've seen it. And then I had forgotten this move to respond to a3. Not that it was good there, but something to remember. And then I think the takeaways from here were like, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's like, calculate better. But I was trying, and it's a rapid game, and I was down to 3 minutes, and I calculated for quite a bit earlier. So I didn't really have the time. So I'm not sure that I need to sort of like lament my poor calculation as much as is like I didn't get to spend enough time here calculating in a really important move. And then here I did calculate quite a bit before chickening out. And then the end game, I mean, that's a big takeaway, is like, you really have to play every move in the end game, right? Like, every move is critical. Like, the fact that I messed this up is one thing, but like here, twice I just missed forks, and you can't do that. And I had enough time at this point. I had a minute. So that's it. That's this game. We got to see the Najdorf. It's kind of a debacle, but I feel like I learned some things. I remembered some things, and my goal is that I can take that information and move it into the next time I play against the bishop g5 line. So, hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you next time on the road to 2200.